What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's your man Tony back with one more episode of Conquer Your Kitchen. First of all, let me say Happy New Year to everybody. We made it, 2020. Some people say it's a new decade. Some people say it's not. You know what? I don't really care. We made it from 2019 to 2020. So be grateful for that. Be thankful. A lot of people didn't. So, you know. All right. Let's move on. So, Super Bowl is coming up. I'm not a big, huge football fan, but I love going to Super Bowl parties. So when you go to a Super Bowl party, you don't want to just show up with ice. Because if you just show up with ice and they've asked you to bring ice, that means you're that person that can't cook. And we don't want that. All right, so I'm going to show you buffalo what do we want to call it? Buffalo dip. We'll call it hot buffalo dip. I've seen it as buffalo dip. I've seen it as buffalo ranch dip. Y'all know me. I don't do ranch. All right. So I'm going to show you a nice, quick, fast side dish that you can bring to the Super Bowl, and everybody will be talking about you in a good way. Let me grab my chicken out of the oven. It has been cooking, and what we have here is just some baked chicken breast. And we got that up to 10. I already temped out. It's at 165, so we know that we're safe. And if you don't want to mess, here's a little tip. Before we get into the ingredients, here's a little tip. If you want to cook on foil, you don't want to make a mess, all you do is just fold up the sides of your foil there. Everything stays inside. You're good to go. You don't have to clean up anything. All right. So we're going to take one of these and move it over to our cutting board. Just leave that there for a second. And then I'll run through these ingredients for you real quick. We've got some cream cheese, some blue cheese dressing, some hot sauce, and some cheese, some garlic. That's it. Now, the chicken has been seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic because I just believe that that's like the holy trinity of seasoning. Salt, pepper, garlic, you can get away with that on any meat. Trust me on that one, okay? And then the hot sauce, I am a slave for Louisiana hot sauce. Okay, some people use Frank's, the commercial. You can put that. She told me not to say that word, so I'm not gonna say that. But you know what I'm saying. All right, so we just gonna get this all together, get our chicken together, bake it off, and you're done. So let's get our chicken cut up real fast, and then we can get going with the sauce. So basically, when you're doing chicken breast, make sure you got a nice sharp knife, and you just want to go lengthwise like that, and then turn it this way and just run your knife through, and you get these nice juicy, because that came out really good. You don't want it to be too shredded up. I've tried this a couple of different ways. The one way that I did, and I just don't like it, is I did the chicken and then I shredded it like shredded chicken, like you find in like tacos or enchiladas or something like that. It was too shreddy. I like it like this because every dip you get a nice bite of chicken. So I'm sitting here thinking, you know what? Let me chop up this other piece and I'll get right back with you. So we got that second chicken breast cut up. It is ready to go. We're just going to set this aside for right now because we don't need it. If you ever have a problem of your cutting board slipping around on you, put a wet kitchen towel under it. You'll be just fine. All right. So we'll just put that over there for a second, and then we're going to get started on our mixture. All right. So let's get started with our sauce here, our sauce mix, whatever you want to call it. The base. It's the base of the dip because you need a good foundation. What's a dip without a good foundation, right? I don't know. That really doesn't mean anything, but it was fun to say. So we'll get this in here. And if your cream cheese is a little bit hard from being out of the refrigerator, pop it in the microwave for about 35-40 seconds. You'll be just fine. Here I have some Louisiana hot sauce with a dab of Dave's Insanity. For you guys that saw my hot wings video, you know I like the Dave's Insanity. I like the spice. I'm not going to try to deny it. I'm not going to try to run from it. I like the spice. All right. Get our blue cheese in there. Get our cheese in. And, here, we'll do this. I just noticed that I had my little clove of garlic sitting there all lonely, wondering if I forgot about him, and I didn't forget about him. He's going in too. Time to go to the party, buddy. Take your garlic, just smash it. Hit it with your hand, all the paper stuff will fall right off. And then you're just going to take this, we're going to give it a quick dice, and everything will be golden. We'll be ready. So we just take our garlic, get that in there. Whatever good little nubbins were left on the board, we can get those in there too. And then we just want to get this mixed up. And as you're mixing this, you'll notice it's going to get a little thick, but that's okay, because once we put it in the oven, which is its final destination, it'll start to loosen up a little bit. But this is going to satisfy all of those cravings for hot wings without really having to do all of the work and all of the frying and all that kind of stuff. And then the cream cheese just gives it a little bit of a zip. And it's going to add to it, and I guarantee you guys, unless somebody really just doesn't like meat, or maybe their New Year's resolution was to be a vegetarian, who knows, I don't know, then they might not dig on this one too much, but that's okay. That's what the people who brought the ice are for, because they can find something else to eat. So alright, so this is basically what we're looking at. And let's give this a quick taste and see if it needs anything. Mary, sweet mother of Jesus. This is it. Woo! Woo! And Dave's standing here a little talking to me. But that's all right. That's all right. All right. So here's what we're going to do. To bring this thing home, I got a 350 degree oven. Spray it with a little cooking spray. Take your dip. Move this so you can see it. Take your dip, put it right into the dish. A low casserole dish works best for this, because everything in here, there's nothing that needs to be cooked. All you're doing is heating it through, okay? The chicken is already cooked, so all you're doing is basically, they just got married. You're going to put them in the oven to consummate the marriage. I cracked myself up. I have to entertain myself sometimes, guys, okay? So I'll get this in the oven, and when it comes out, I'll be back, and we're going to have some fun. Be right back. All right, going to pull this on out of the oven, and there is our dish. It's bubbling around the edges. Right after I got it all prepped, before I put it in the oven, I put another layer of cheese on top. So now we are in buffalo hot wing boneless cheese heaven. Okay? Now, what you can do at this point is you can serve it as is, you know, and let people go from here. And have a side of some crackers and celery, carrots, whatever you want to put on there. I'm using pita chips, but you can take this, put it into I don't have a smaller bowl. You know what? I'm going to do it just like this, because right after I go off camera, this is going to be my snack. So we're going to put that right there on the plate. Move this out of the way. Put this right on the plate. No messing around. No messing around, baby. Yes, sir. Super Bowl isn't for a few weeks, but I'm going to eat right now. Be careful, it's hot. Okay. Let me break this down for you. This tastes exactly like when you have a hot wing and you dip it in some blue cheese or ranch if you're one of those and put it in your mouth. That first initial taste you have of the zestiness from the blue cheese, and then the heat and the tanginess from the hot sauce, it is on point. And then you kick it up with the cheese, the crunchiness of whatever you decide to put it on. Like I said, I have some pita chips here, and I don't have a fork available. You are not going to be the one that brings the ice this year, okay? This is simple, simple, simple. Get your chicken, cut it up, mix it with the cream cheese, the hot sauce, the ranch, blue cheese, whatever one you want to use. Pop it in the oven and go to town, okay? I'm trying to talk, but those pita chips are really hard. So, buffalo cheddar dip for your parties, your get-togethers, you're gonna love it. Guys, thank you so much for coming by. Do me a favor, subscribe. The button is right down here in the corner. Once you subscribe, hit the bell. The bell is going to notify you every time that I decide to come on, make a video. I come on every week. Had some situations and some circumstances. The holidays got to me, but I'm back on schedule. So come on by. Let me show you how to conquer your kitchen. In the meantime, go make this dip. You're not going to regret it. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace out. God bless you. Bye-bye.